So in this session, we are going to go through the some of the basic Linux commands for file navigation, file traversing, reading through the files. That's it. So mainly the commands will be cd, ls, spwd, move, cp, rm, cat, grep. So let's just go to the first section, that's navigating file system using commands. So basically we're gonna go through few commands like pwd, cd, and ls. So this will give you what kind of directory we are looking for, changing directories and listing files in them. So let's start with the command ls or the list directory, list files. So let's just go to the Git directory and see what's in it. So ls just gives you the what directory it is, and let's man command it's a manual, and you can see for each operand that name of the file of a type and other than directory. ls displays its name as well as any requested associated information. You can get information on that when you do the checks. First, you can see all the different arguments can be done. So ls just gives you the file, and ls you can see that it displays a list. Now if you do lsl minus la, it will give you the all the files and their corresponding user groups, permissions, and even the hidden files which are prefixed with dot. So let's start with the next command, that is pwd. It will display the current working directory or present working directory. You can go to the man pwd. So return the working directory name. The description is pw utilize write absolute path. And there are two additional arguments, minus p and minus l. That's pretty much it. You can scroll down to see examples here. So next command is cd or change directory command. If you check man, gives a lot of information, but it's not that particularly useful. So let's just change directory to cd learning slash git, where the School of SRE document is. So this is what cd does, it changes directory. The next step in Linux commands is file manipulation commands, which are make directory, remove directory, make file, copy file, move file, touch file. That's it. So let's just go through each one of them. So let's go to the next command, that is touch command. So let's do a man touch. So changes file access and modify times. So if you go to description, it's touch utility sets modification and access times of file, and created with the default permissions, and rest you can see. So let's just test it out. So let me show you the directory. Now touch testing underscore touch. So you can see that file is created and the default permissions are being added. So the next command is mkdir or make directory. So let's go to commands. Command. So mkdir is a short form for make directory. And see in the description, make directory and creates with 0777 permissions. And there are arguments options given like a minus m mode and minus p parameter. Let's just test it out. So ls let's make directory commands, and you can see there's a directory there, ls minus la. So it's a directory, and let's cd into it. So nothing, no files exist. So the next command we have is the cp command or the copy command. Let's do a man cp, and this is the get the copies files, and the command is source to target file. So let's just test it out. So let's just move the testing touch inside the commands. So cp testing touch to commands. Now, if you see if the testing touch is still present, and if we move to commands, you can see that testing touch is present. It's we copied it. So the next command is mv. So let's just see the man of that mv, man mv. And you can see that it's most files, and if you look closely, it says that we can rename the files from the source operand to destination. So let's just do ls first and move the testing touch to testing mv. So we are renaming that file and ls. So see, this is how what mv does. So the next command we are going to test is rm. So let's just test man rm. So this is to remove or unlink directory entries. So we can remove this, delete the files using rm. So let's just, if file permission permits, let's just test it out. So let's remove this testing underscore mv. So rm testing underscore mv and ls. Sorry, nothing is there. We deleted it. So the next commands we are going to check is for viewing the contents in the files. So they are cat, tail, head, more, and less. So let's just go through the commands. So the next command is the cat command. So let's just create a file with contents. So sequence 1 to 100, and we're going to put to a numbers.txt. So it will have all the numbers there. So let's just see what the cat, man of cat is. So just utility reads files sequentially and write them to standard output. That's the here is the terminal. So cat sequence.txt. See, all the numbers are generated in that file. It's been displayed. So let's just see ls number.txt. So the next command is head. So man head. So you can see that it displays the first lines of a file. So this is put to star. See how that, and minus n gives you which line count. So let's just give head num.txt. So it gives you the first 10 lines of that file. So the next command is tail. So it displays the last part of the file. This is exactly opposite of the head command and pretty much same arguments. So let's type tail last 10 lines. This is especially useful in checking out logs for the last lines. So the next command is more. So more displays pretty much a large number of contents in the file. So let's start more. Num, num. So it will just display all the file contents in the file. You can go down. So the next command is less. Less is exactly opposite of more. The way they both work is same, but it will show just a little less on that screen. So just click and go some. Same as more.